They say that to own the world, you must first conquer yourself. But for one boy, born in the rugged mountains of Macedon, the world was never enough. He didn't look at the map to see boundaries. He saw an invitation. He was raised on the myths of Achilles. He was taught that greatness isn't something you are gifted, it is something you steal from the hands of fate. By the age of 20, he was already leading the most lethal army on the planet. But he didn't just want to be a king. He wanted to be a legend. Imagine being there. The crushing heat of the Persian plains. The ground shook under the weight of 300,000 men. The odds were impossible. Darius, the great king of Persia, had him surrounded. Any other man would have retreated. Any other man would have begged for mercy. But Alexander didn't play by the rules of war. He created his own. This was the moment his life changed. He realized that a sword can conquer a city, but it cannot conquer a culture. He began to see that his true mission wasn't to destroy, but to unite. He wanted to fuse the East and the West, to create a world that spoke the same language and dreamt the same dreams. But the world wasn't ready. And deep down, he knew it. He pushed until he could push no more. He dragged his army through deserts that burned and mountains that froze. He fought until the very edge of the map. And when he stood there, looking out at the unknown, he finally understood the truth. He had conquered everything in his path, but he could never conquer his own hunger. He was a man who lived 1,000 lifetimes in the span of 32 years. When he died, he left behind no successor. No heir. Just an empty throne and a world forever changed. Alexander the Great reminds us that we are all, in some way, chasing our own horizon. We are all trying to leave a mark on a world that eventually forgets everyone. But for those few who dare to reach, the story never truly ends.